السلام عليكم طلاب. هذا الدرس يشمل المرحلة الرابعة إعدادي والسادس إعدادي إن شاء الله، لأن الموضوع هو مشترك ما بيناتهم. The past simple and the past perfect، الماضي البسيط والماضي التام. We have some conjunction for these tenses. The first group we have because and so. Because and so أدوات الربط because بسبب وسو لذلك. هاي نجدها في مرحلة الرابع إعدادي. في صف السادس إعدادي we have 3 groups for conjunction. The first group, as we said, because and so. And second group we have after and before. And third group we have when. Then we have 3 groups of conjunctions. The first group we have because and so, and second group we have after, before, and we have when, third group. As a structure for these tenses, we talk about past simple. What do you mean by past simple? An action that happened at a specific point in the past. حدث وقع في زمن الماضي. We have 3 types for present simple: affirmative مثبت, negative منفي, and question سؤال. For affirmative sentence, the rule will be subject infinitive plus ed, this is regular verb, or irregular, plus complement. Like we have an example: he worked late last night. For negative sentence, we have subject didn't, infinitive plus complement. Like we have an example: he didn't go to the pharmacy. For question, we have did plus subject plus infinitive plus complement plus question mark. Did you sleep well? Did you sleep well? We have 2 types for the verb in the past simple tense. The first one, regular. Second, we have irregular. The adverbs for this tense we have yesterday, ago, last, and any date in the past. Now we talk about past perfect. The structure for past perfect. الماضي التام. For affirmative, use subject had past participle for the verb. For negative, subject hadn't plus past participle for the verb. And for question, we put had at the beginning for the sentence, and subject past participle for the verb plus complement plus question mark. Then we have the conjunctions. We said the first group because and so اللي هاي موجودة عندنا في مرحلة الرابع إعدادي. The first group because and so. After because we always put past perfect, and another sentence will be past simple. So the opposite of because. عكس because بالضبط. After so we put past simple, and another sentence will be past perfect. We have an example for these conjunctions. We couldn't get a room. We couldn't get a room because we hadn't booked. هنا نلاحظ ماضي بسيط. هنا نلاحظ ماضي تام. After because we put what? Past perfect. If I ask you to change because, or sorry, put so instead of because. وضع so بدلا من ال because. Then what we do? We change the order of the sentence. إذا طلبت منك تغيير السو بدلا عن ال because، إذا المطلوب هو تغيير ترتيب الجملة. وضع جملة الماضي التام في بداية الجملة، ثم السو وبعدها الماضي البسيط. Why? Because we have past simple, put past simple after ال because. The sentence will be we hadn't booked, so we couldn't get a room. إذن بس عكس ترتيب الجمل. Then we have second group اللي هي شنو؟ ال when. After when, what we put? past simple. And another sentence, past perfect. Like we have an example. When I saw my brother again, his hair had gone gray. This talk about what? About the change of the case. يعني التغيير في الحالة من حال إلى حال. When we talk about after and before, the conjunction after and before, بعد وقبله, we want to make clear what event come first. هنا نوضح أي حدث حدث أولا. This is we called it the sequence of the verbs. تسلسل الزمني للأحداث. من الحدث الأقدم هو ال past perfect. من الأحدث هو ال past simple. After conjunction ال after we put past perfect tense. بعد أداة ال after دائما نضع الماضي التام. بعد ال before we always put what? Past simple. والجملة الثانية حتكون بالتأكيد مغايرة. After I had done my homework, I went to cinema. As we said, sequence of the verbs. تسلسل الزمني للأحداث. Which come first or أي حدث صار قبل. We have done my homework. Then he went to the cinema. إذن قيامه بالواجب ثم ذهاب إلى السينما. When I ask you to put before instead of after, عندما أطلب منك وضع before بدلا من ال after, then what we do? We change the order of the sentence. تغيير ترتيب الجمل. بعد ال before we put what? Past simple. إذن أبحث عن جملة ال past simple ياهو الأولى أو الثانية. بالتأكيد هي الثانية. نضع قبلها ال before and omit after. نضع أداة ال before قبل ال past simple مع حذف أداة الربط الأولى. Now we have a brief about this subject. فد مختصر بسيط حول هذا الزمن. We consist these conjunctions as two groups. نقسمها إلى مجموعتين. المجموعة الأولى هي because after والمجموعة الثانية so before when. قسمناها حسب شنو؟ حسب ما يأتي بعدها. Because after we put always after because and after past perfect الماضي التام and another sentence past simple. الso والbefore والwhen عكس المجموعة الأولى. We put after it past simple and then past perfect. هذا التقسيم أو هذا المخطط هذا للصف السادس إعدادي. أما للصف الرابع إعدادي سوف نلاحظ هذا المخطط عندهم. We have two conjunction because with so. After because we put past perfect and another sentence past simple and after so اللي هي عكس because we put past simple and another past perfect. Then we have some example about this. We have here matching the sentence. We have matching the sentence and correct the verb between brackets. We have the first example. We couldn't get a room because we book. Here book هي مو كتاب. هنا verb. هنا بمعنى يحجز. الجملة الأولى جتنا في زمن past simple الماضي البسيط. أداة الربط شنو؟ Because. After because what we put? Past perfect. Then the sentence will be we had booked. البوك فعل قياسي بإضافة ed. Another sentence. Point 2. I couldn't board the plane because I lose my boarding card. We have past simple, also because, and after because we put past perfect. Because I had lost my boarding card. Third example. We have she was nervous on the plane. She was nervous on the plane. Why she was nervous on the plane? Because she not fly before. Here we have negative sentence. Then we have the conjunction because. After because we put past perfect. She had not or she hadn't. Fly irregular verb. يصبح flown before. The sentence she was nervous on a plane because she hadn't flown before. لهنا إن شاء الله ينتهي درسنا ونكمل في الحلقات القادمة.